Greetings to my warriors, to my subscribers, to my TGs, to my family and my friends. What's poppin'? Happy Friday. We made it, baby. We made it. Yes, indeed. Ooh, listen. So I have been processing this for myself all week, and I am coming through with a message of consideration. Ashe, you may want to consider, you may want to ponder, you may want to look at it from a different perspective. You may want to take it to your altar, and you may want to throw it in the trash. Ashe. So on Monday, my alarm clock went off at 4:40. My alarm clock is set for 5 o'clock. Ashe. I know that it was 4:40 because I'm fumbling around for the phone, because you know how sometimes you just feel like you should still have more sleep. Like, I still got time. Like, what's going on? Looked at the phone, and sure enough, it said 4:40. So I'm up now. So I pad my way into my space. Ashe. And as soon as I hit the table, I'm instantly starting to think about and feel and wonder what it means when people say that they're not their ancestors. Ashe. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, that is a good question, because I wonder about that myself. So for spirit, divine source, I don't know, Ashe, comes through and is like, that is the first thing that wants to jump off. That is the message. You may want to consider what that means. We've been spending a lot of time this season, end of spring, going into summer, all summer. We're about to head into autumn, Ashe. And they've been encouraging us to be mindful of our words. We've been celebrating, honoring, doing work for all the major events that have been taking place, Ashe. And we call on our ancestors for those that rock. We honor our spirit tribe, Ashe. And yet some of us may still find ourselves saying things like, I'm not my ancestor. The sentiment is understood. How to the ever, what exactly does that mean? Because it comes through with the vibration of, like, they were weak, they were gullible, they were stupid, they were slow, they were scared, they had no fight, they had no guff. Ashe. And some ancestors wonder about that. Well, what are you then? Be mindful of your words. That has always been the message, and that is coming through very heavily, because right now is manifestation time. We're in it energy, as above, so below, as within, so without, inside to side, all the way around. Ashe. What goes out will come back to thee abundantly, and with this fire energy, it does not take long. Ashe. And you may want to consider, why do you say that? What exactly is it that you mean? The sentiment is understood. We ain't here to play games. We ain't here to take no shit. We will fight back. Ashe. But even as you say that, or whatever it is that you say to, words are hard. Whatever it is that you say, it's just being encouraged to say what you mean and mean what you say. Think things through. See things from another perspective. Ashe. Is coming across very disrespectful. It's coming across in a derogatory sense. I'm hearing, all these D's. Disassociation. There we go. It's coming through like you don't want to connect. You don't want to be a part. You don't want to be included. You don't want to be looked at as. These are the backs. Ashe. This is the love, blood, sweat, and tears. If the sentiment is, I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams, include that in the message. Include that in the power. Affirm and stand on that. I'm not just my ancestors. I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams. Ashe. Each generation has evolved. Hopefully has been doing better than the last. Ashe. And we're remembering the fight. See, sometimes, and I had this debate a lot with my crew. And I love that we can be open and honest and just say how we feel, with no judgment. A little cracking, but no judgment. Ashe. Because I always wonder that. we can only go as far as our mind can go in regards to what we know, what we've read, what we heard, and what we were told. Ashe, we were never really in that actual experience, and I know that gets used against us as well. Ashe. Nonetheless, it's in the DNA. Ashe? Ashe. So it's in there. That's the thing. You really don't know what you would do in that situation. Your kids are with you. Your wife is with you. Your husband is with you. Their lives are being threatened. Body parts are being cut off. I don't want to get too graphic, Ashe, because you know. Sensitive, baby. We sensitive these days. Yeah, damn. Whew, I remember, I'm not even going to go there. The message is, you may want to spend some time with that. Whether you are intentionally trying to disassociate yourself or not, that's the energy and the vibration that's out there. Okay? The doors, the gates, and the portals are open. This is Lion Gates portal energy. I'm recording this on Friday evening. It's about 7:42. 13. Feminine energy. Ashe. Ashe. Mysticism. Mysteries. The magic. The potency. The power. Your words. Do it with intention. Ashe. Your thoughts. Do a check-in on that as well. But the ancestors and the spirit tribes, they're definitely trying to understand, because if you don't want to be associated, then stop calling on me. if we're not part of the same tribe and kicking off the same vibe, sometimes it takes great strength not to respond, not to react, not to do anything. Sometimes. Maybe that is a lesson that some are learning. Ashe, Ashe. You are your ancestors. And beyond and more, their wildest dream. We're so busy not even learning about our culture that symbolisms are going into other cultures. And on the flip side, let's be clear, because I hear some people saying, oh, you know, we're so gullible, we're so gullible, we're so gullible. Americans talking about Africans, still gullible. And on certain levels, as an American, I can't help but to agree. But then, what about us? Ashe. The goal is to divide and conquer, not one or the other. Is in the numbers. Ashe. And you need your warriors on the other side. Because we are spirit, but we're here in the physical. There's a whole spiritual warfare taking place. There's a whole spiritual shift taking place. There's a whole spiritual everything taking place. Spirits are at play. Ashe. Don't cut yours off at the knees. Don't, and I see this also a lot. I also see that as we grow and evolve and advance and start making money, kids start going to private school, living in better neighborhoods, you want to disassociate yourself with your humble beginnings. I'll just word it like that. Baby, that's your foundation. That is the legacy. If you're having hardship after hardship and you keep hearing readings and keep seeing people talking about good things that's coming and high vibration and success and wealth and buying houses and cars and money and jewelry, and you're having a love of your life, and that's just not never happening for you, instead of always taking a look on the outside, you may want to sit down and reflect and hear yourself throughout your day. What words have you been using and how have you been using them? Were there more negative words than positive words? Did you have more of a bad attitude or a good attitude? How did it vary and range and change day to day? We give outsiders way too much credit and power for what goes on inside of us, when that's the focus. Leo season, big energy. This is that time where you get to be a little selfish and really think about you and consider you and see what's going on with you. This is a whole check-in. All hands on deck. Because there's a lot of fiery energy. There's a lot of energy that's out and about on this round and all others. This is a time of seeing ourselves clearly, being bold enough and brave enough not to hide from ourselves. In order to make change, we have to be able to see ourselves. In this state of flux, and all of these shifts that are taking place, we have to be able to see ourselves and acknowledge so we can make the proper adjustments. When we're saying, please allow us to change the things that we can, how do we know what things we can change if we're not willing to acknowledge the things that we've done? It starts with you. That's what's coming through. Yes, there are some generational curses that need to be broken, but you just can't break it by like not associating with it. It is what it is. It happened. And look at you now. And then let's be clear. We're so busy trying to disassociate. Our kids are trying to make sure that that's the goal. Some of our kids. Ashe? Some of our kids are believing the hype that you got to come from the gutter. And our kids just don't come from the gutter. Some of this energy out here is trying to convey that the only way through success is that you have to struggle. Now, ain't that about a bitch? We go through the struggle, work hard, sacrifice, get on our grind, stay prayed up, suited and booted, navigating this cold world, clawing up the ladder, climbing up the ladder, knowing more than what our ancestors did. Let's be clear. Coming here, we're not stupid. We were never slow. This was a communication barrier. We just didn't speak the same language. The stories that you read are twisted. It wasn't them laughing at us and them calling us slow and savages. See, some of us, we got that memory from a little way back. And then you have others, your aunties, your great aunties, your grandmothers, your mothers. They too have their story. And according to how they were living and how they were moving, that's what was instilled into you. And then you learned your things along the way, and that became a blend. It's in the DNA. Our ancestors are out here, ready to rock. Some of them are kind of weak. They haven't been fed, they haven't been loved, they haven't been nurtured, they haven't been called on, their names haven't been said. We don't know what we would have done. And there lies the blessing, baby. There lies the legacy. We here. They were weak. Do you know how many threw themselves over boats? Purposely drowned themselves, consciously drowned themselves. I'm not my ancestor. Do you know how many overthrew the boat, burnt it all down to the ground? You think that scene from what was the name of that goddamn show? American Gods? You think when Loom&Sea came and told them to burn down the whole goddamn boat, and he said, but then we'll die. And he said, nigga, you're already dead. You just don't know it. I don't know if all of this can be in that, but that's what the message is. That's what's coming through. Be mindful what you throw out, because it's coming back to thee. And the energy is always trying to find a way to make sure that we are spiritually disconnected of all the heinous shit that took place on this earth in regards to culture and civilizations. I find it very odd that everybody else's origins are intact. I'm not my ancestor. You ain't gotta be yours, but I'm mine. Ashe, ashe. That's a part of your legacy. That foundation has been around since the beginning of the time. Oh, and then let that be a message. Your ancestor doesn't start and stop with slavery. Ashe. Be mindful of your words. You're not your ancestors. The kings, the queens, the pharaohs, the magicians, the healers. Really? Then who are you? These are words that we use against ourselves and we don't even realize it. Ashe, ashe. And before I go, I just wanted to say that I started off saying that tonight is Friday. This video is coming to you on Friday. There will be meteor showers taking place this weekend. The Lionsgate portal is closing tomorrow. And these messages, the energies, the transference are coming through. Keep your energy up. Keep your vibration up. Look up in the sky. Ashe. See your tribe blazing through. See miracles taking place. It's going to be showers of love, light, peace, dopeness, and righteousness. Show your family that you love them. Show them that you are thinking of them, that you care. Celebrate that you made it through the hardships and hold each other tighter. Find ways to laugh and have fun and share passionate love to get through the hard times.